Welcome to Starfield. I'm now level 12. It is time to make my journey pretty soon. I have to check my inventory. Some aid. Okay. Good. I have 20 med packs. 19 now. It's brain injury, concussion, heat stroke, hernia, hypothermia. Okay. There we go. What the hell is with this? Stats. Go to your inventory and look for items in the aid category with icons that match your affliction. Sprain. Prognosis poor. Joint pain. Sneaking uses 2. Antibiotic cocktail med pack. Sprain. Aid. There we go. Anchored immobilizers. Sprain cured. What's the other one? What's this? Status. There's really no effects are negative, so it's all good.
Where to next?
I have something for you when you have a moment. Yeah? I'm listening. Have something for me? If you have any
Do you have anything interesting for me, Sarah?
I certainly do. It's all yours.
And my Krogo leaf. What's the eye? Who's Vladimir?
We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do all our deep space scanning. Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience. Time to go?
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all,
Everything
I will
looks
be your
good at
friend
my
like
station,
forever.
Yeah, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad. Yes, indeed. Take it.
Ah, he gave me gold.
Bye.
Hey, can I help? Let's see what you've got.
I think I'll keep it.
Bye.
Time to leave this place behind. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Multicodos. Sec course. And a jump.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so we must be in the right place.
Excuse me, do you have a minute? I'm a scientist. I could use some help with my research. Hello there. Thank you for responding to my hail. It's been a long time since I had company. I'm Dr. Sola Banglawala from MAST in New Atlantis. I'm performing a geological survey of the settled systems as part of a field research initiative. I flagged you down to see if you might have any rare geological samples to contribute.
You said it's been a long time since you had company. Are you out here alone?
Yes, I am. I've been out here for weeks without anyone to talk to. Most of the pilots I've tried hailing have either shot at me or flown off. My food and water supplies are fine, but I didn't bring nearly enough books to keep myself busy. You can only read Pride and Prejudice so many times. After my third time through it, I started using the pages to teach myself origami.
Can I expect any kind of compensation?
Of course. Fair's fair. My research produces a lot of common inorganic materials as byproducts. I'm happy to offer you some copper, lead, or aluminum. I could also pay you if you'd prefer credits, but I'm on a research scientist's budget, so don't expect much.
I have more than enough rocks to offload. I'll help if I can.
I can't thank you enough. I'm in the market for lithium, platinum, and vanadium right now. I'm not asking for much. I know they're hard to come by.
I'm sorry, but I don't have what you're looking for.
I understand. Thanks for stopping anyway. I'm going to try my luck in another system. You might want to back up a bit. This old junker's grav drive is a little on the fritz. Fly safe! Sorry, this is... So, do you have any hobbies?
Hey, I'm jack of all trades.
Does your list include towing research vessels to Jemison through deep space? If my grav drive doesn't start up soon, it might have to. Personally, I have quite a rock collection. I used to spend my weekends gathering samples on Jemison. Maybe I shouldn't have let that slip at the office, huh? That's probably why they sent me on this job instead of some poor grad student. You ever hear the one about the geologist in the music shop? It's a good one. A geologist walks into a music store and asks the cashier, "Got any?" The guy looks him up and down and says...
God, she's boring.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
Hello, Captain.
Wonderful as living worlds are, look out for predators.
Boss is in the back.
Marco's done well for himself. One might say too well. I mean, I would say that at least. Why don't we have a room like this? Just full of knock your socks off trophies. You know, really flaunt our success.
The dulcet tones of classical piano. Really puts the
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks.
I'm not here to work for you. I'm here to stop you.
Is that so? You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
This deputy might just surprise you, Marco.
And who might you be?
The name's Sam Coe.
A name well known across the Freestar Collective. It's an honor to welcome a descendant of the great Solomon Coe.
Yeah, well, that name probably means more to you than it does to me.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads.
I want details of the first operation sequence and who hired you.
I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who will kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand.
No deals. Tell me what I want to know or face the consequences.
I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective?
I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing it to protect innocent people.
Whatever road brought you here, your journey ends today.
Grab everything useful. Target's down.
Deactivate turrets. Oh, wait a minute. Shit. Activate turrets. Come on. Come on. Update friend foe settings. Recalibrate friend foe settings. That's better.
Another enemy down. Me and my friend here are gonna teach you manners.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, take care of them. Is that all? Oh, this one's hiding. Sam.
And down. This feels like old times. Time to tango. Afraid your time's coming up. Don't tell Cora about this.
Steal some booze from them. While I'm on it. What's in here? Here. Okay, nothing interesting here. Let's get out of this ship. That about takes care of it.
Board's green. Ready for what comes next. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able. You need something? I'd appreciate your advice. After our last talk, I was really worried what you'd say, but I always feel better. Thank you. Cora's grandpa, good old Jacob, well, he just will not stop pestering me to see Cora. And that's complicated.
Cora's got a lot of people that care for her.
I mean, can you blame them? She's something else. But things with my dad, my early years, they weren't good. My mother died when I was 7. Some people have such strong memories from their early life. Me, I mean, I remember her. I have some pictures. I remember the feelings, but just a few clear memories.
What do you remember?
She had these truly ancient cameras, like caveman type things. She had a room with a red light. She developed pictures she took in this chemical bath. I remember sitting on a stool, looking up at them slowly fading in, and it was like alchemy to me then. And that's all I have. Just glimpses like that.
What happened to her?
She banged up her knee real good in an accident. So she went in for knee replacement. Supposed to be routine, but that damn anesthesiologist dropped the ball. And one day Mom's fine, and the next, doctors take her away.
I'm sorry to hear about your mom.
Oh, yeah. It's all right. It's ancient history. So, Jacob raised me on his own, and shit, maybe I don't give him enough credit. I mean, I know how tough it is, but he was strict, hard. Dad was a longtime civil servant, a big man in government, and he had a future all laid out for me. Man, could he get his hooks into you. He was scary good at that.
You probably did it out of love.
Maybe. But it was tough to live up to his exacting expectations. But I tried. I felt the weight of legacy. I wanted to do him proud. He said I had to learn the business, run some freight, see how credits flow, speak the language. Meanwhile, he's working some angle for a government job for me after. That sounded even more miserable than what I was doing.
Did you ever tell him you didn't want it?
Oh, I started to. Many, many times. He'd always steer the conversation away or just use logic to dissect every little point. Once I held my ground, and he said I was an ungrateful child, not worthy of what he was doing.
You should have asked what you wanted.
I know, right? Even after I was with the Rangers, Dad was just always needling, angling for me to join the government. But by then I knew myself more, and I could stand up to him. And Lillian, well, she helped. If I let Jacob into Cora's life, he'll dream up some big future for her and tie her into knots like he did with me. The man could teach a master class in manipulation.
It should be up to Cora, otherwise you're making her choices for her.
Yeah, but she's only 12 and... Well, I see what you did there. If I just flat out say no, I'm a hypocrite, right? I guess I got more to think about.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Captain.
You
Good to
keep
see
installing new cool things in your ship. 'It's like Christmas every day. Bye.
you.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day. Bye. It's like Christmas every day. It's like Christmas every day. Bye. 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 It's like Christmas every day.
All is well, Captain, all things considered.
Yes?
All right.
Something you need?
Here goes nothing.
Let's put this bird into space. Orbital insertion completed.
You look busy. Just, refuse the hail. I'm sorry, everyone, but the captain is busy. So let's continue to our next destination.
Give the encrypted slate to Alex Shadida. Shadida. Shadad.
Yeah, Aquila City. Let's make this quick.
Oh, shit. Come on.
Is there any type of weapon combat tech?
A lot of famous people visit Aquila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you meet.
Might be hard work, but it sure beats living under the boot.
Such details to this game. Solar Frontiers. Perfect for 2 to 4 players from ages 10 to 100.
Hey there, Deputy.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. He's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first?
So far, so good.
Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close.
Of course, don't say you doubted me now.
Who, me? Doubt you? Not a chance, Deputy. I knew you were a natural the moment I laid eyes on you.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Sit down.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive.
Is there anything we could have done?
Not really, no. We can't be everywhere at once. Right now, our best hope to stop them is you.
I'll kill every last one of the firsts. It's my fault. I haven't done enough to stop them.
Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding?
It's going well. Once Alex cracks their encryption, we could learn a lot.
That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
Come on, Emma. You know as well as I do how tough this job is.
That's exactly my point. When it comes to deciding who earns a Ranger's badge, I will not compromise.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him.
I respect Ron Hope and what he's accomplished.
I can understand that. He can be uncompromising, but he looks after his people.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant.
The informant was innocent. I had to help.
And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani.
People out there are suffering. I couldn't let them down.
Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means to be a Freestar Ranger.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart.
They can't do violence. You can guess how it ended.
Too bad. I was really hoping he'd cooperate. Guess the threat of going back to prison was just too much for him. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most.
She didn't have much time left, so she wanted to end things on her own terms.
I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them.
I'll go and check it out.
The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
If you have questions before you head out, ask the Marshal.
Be ready for a fight, Deputy. You've made good progress.
What type of man is Paxton Hall?
Smart, proud, and charismatic. A natural leader. Most in the 1st Cavalry would have laid down their lives on his orders without a second thought. But seeing so many of his soldiers die in the Battle of Nera, I think something broke in him that day. It's a sad story, and I sympathize to a point.
I've heard the stories. They say he was a changed man after that day, like he lost his soul.
That and his regard for the value of life.
Anything else you can tell me about the mech factory?
It's a big facility, mostly beneath the surface. During the war, it was home to maybe 100 technicians working around the clock. They used the planet's geothermal vents to power the smelting of metal for the mechs. That's about all I know. Never was much of a gearhead.
Dear God, I'm gonna have to...
If
I'm gonna have to load up on ammo.
I'm protecting the integrity of the Freestar Rangers.
And I'm gonna have to load up well, probably. I mean, a mech factory? You have got to be kidding.
Carrots are coming in nice. Still have some. Any damage?
No, just some graffiti. We cleaned it right up.
Gotta be a store around here.
Evening, sir.
save always.
I'm Annie Wilcox. You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
Oh yeah? Well, maybe I'll keep my eye on you too.
Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like an Ashta in the night.
You're a real nosy kid.
In my line of work, you have to be. See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me, so it's official.
What does a Ranger Surveillance Assistant do?
I watch people and listen to them. If I hear something about smuggling or Aurora or gangs, I tell the Rangers. It's easy, because no one pays attention to kids. Plus, I know a lot of good hiding places all over the city.
You must be pretty good to earn a title like that.
I'm the best Ranger Surveillance Assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list?
I don't plan to cause any trouble, if that's what you're asking.
That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger Surveillance Assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open.
If there's a criminal loose, I'm game to help.
Emily was right about you. I was doing my Ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me.
Tell me you have at least some proof a crime was committed.
I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger, so I deputized Emily.
I'm an Assistant Ranger Surveillance Assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights, but like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you.
How did you find all this out?
We did all the things. Crime scene investigated. Witnesses interviewed. And suspect tailed.
You did all that. Aquila City Security's got competition. Oh, please don't tell Cora. She's, handful enough without getting more ambitious ideas.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
Wait, he has a key card?
Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here.
I'll see what I can do.
You're doing Aquila City a big service.
I don't know about
Best
this.
I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
catch me. What? Shit. Yeah?
Skulking around a factory at midnight. Nothing suspicious here.
I can explain. It's not... Oh, hell. Oh, God, no. Security. I'm so screwed.
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbang. And who do we have here?
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this?
I want to consider giving her a real badge.
Now that's a terrifying thought. I got it from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
Newcomer that saved Mr. Crowell?
Deputy.
I feel for the folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to the local.
It's really an honor to be able to help.
Just making my way.
Good hunting.
If the marshal's right...
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked!
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right, right?
Your hunch was right on the money. We caught the thief, Annie.
I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right?
You and her friend really were instrumental in catching the culprit.
Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
Aquila City is safe because of my mom and me. Oh, and the other rangers.
Could I get a digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What?
My
Why not?
husband. I think he would have liked what I've done here. He so loved books.
I can see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
Okay.
I sell books, physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Hey, Sam, move. Where the heck is my ship? Wow. There's actually a spaceship taking off. That was pretty cool. There it goes. It's crazy. And people are saying this game's boring. It's gone now. My turn.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm working hard, Captain. Yup, I've been his co-pilot. I just have to... Dad says when I'm older,
Always a pleasure, Captain.
sometimes I just want to turn off the ground. Yup, I just have to... Dad says when I'm older. Your ship smells so much better than Dad. It's the best. Not even once. She didn't even know how to... I read. But he said I have to... Hint, hint. You can ask. I promise I'll be good. I want to fly my own ship and go all over the place. But hopefully not as crazy. See you later. Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grab tech cheating?
Knock knock, who's there? Varun. Varun who? Varun, Varun. Listen to that engine. These are terrible jokes. An alien spider beast walks into a bar in Aquila City. Bartender asks, "What's your poison?" Why did the Crimson Fleet pirate go to an enhanced clinic? He wanted more booty. Knock knock, who's there? Neon. Neon who? You put one knee on the floor to genuflect two knees to kneel. You hear the one about the 3-star ranger who couldn't get into the conference? He forgot his badge. A Chunks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve food here." Chunks sit down and says, "Then I guess I'm in the right place." Knock knock. Who's there? Broken sword. Broken sword who? Oh, never mind. It's pointless. How many atheists does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They're already enlightened. What's the last thing to go through a 3-star militia member mind when they meet a United Colonies Marine? A laser beam. Why don't terramorphs eat clowns? They taste funny. They taste funny. London. Mike Helmus term lately over and the Lord Chancellor sitting there. Blech. I don't even want to read this. Come on. Alright. Time to take another flight.
And we're off. We're locking into orbit now.
Let's see here. It's pink. Alpha Century System. Set course. And jump. I get the ship repaired.
Grav drive spinning down.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Beginning landing cycle.
Glad to be a part of the team?
I quit mining because I thought a construction job would be easier. Joke's on me. Hey, stranger. Got some work for you if you're interested. Every person counts on this job, and we got ourselves a deserter that's putting the whole project at risk. We need them back, safely, and all is forgiven. Even punching the supervisor. Convincing them to come back probably won't be easy. Are you up for it? We'll pay.
I could be persuasive. Ask anyone.
Is it thrilling work? No. Is it fulfilling? Also no. But I'll scrounge something up to make it worth your while.
Seriously hope I don't need too much ammo for this mission. Thing.
Remind me to tell you. First time I let Cora work on an outpost.
Well, I don't have any resources to build this stuff. Gotta get out of this build thing. Nope, modify mode. Jesus Christ! I got my ass kicked. Damn. Violent creatures. Started the whole fight. Here we go again.
You've arrived just in time. Hey, interested in deadlines creeping up? One of our workers? We need them back, and now. We need someone able... That's terrific.
Hey, you picking up something?
to meet you. If you're here on behalf of the outpost, don't bother. I've had my fill of our glorious leader's dictates.
Just come home and use this money to leave safely later.
I could work with that. Thank you. It'll be safer if we travel back together. You lead the way.
What's the readout?
You're back. Thank you so much for taking care of our friend. Here, this is yours. Wouldn't want you to leave empty-handed. We're on a deadline here. Creeplight needs a shipment by next week.
This is where I belong.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
What can I help you with?
Ready for action, Captain.
Escaped stabilized. Switching over to standard engines.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. That's all we need. You're cleared for landing at Aquila City.
Got anything you need to offload? Hey, what can I do for you? Looks to me like you're already in pretty good shape. I'm sure you can find something you like.
No, what the heck?
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Much? Jesus. 220,225. Man, these ships are expensive. Okay, this one's pretty good. That's gotta be 94,975. This one's crazy. Guess I'll have to work my way up for it.
Hey, good to see you. No, that's it then.
I'll say right up front that if you're short on credits, I can't help you. Any more charity cases, I'll go out of business. I want to do your business quick. Here, browse to your heart's content.
I need to find a store with ammunition. That's
okay,
a big one.
Let's all just take a breath here. We all want to protect people from the Ashta. We're on the same side here.
The hell with that. This ain't the way things are done, and that's the end of it. People
With
around
due
here
respect,
think we own the
I have
kingdom.
repeatedly
They're
explained that
wrong.
I do not need
The Ashta
permission.
do.
I came to you in the spirit of cooperation, but if this is the reaction...
20 years, we've done this my way, and it has always worked. Always! Why you trying to fix something that ain't broke?
Mr. Wilson,
Vigilance.
we can
What
deal with the
keeps
Ashta better, safer. We didn't turn down fire or a space flight because we'd managed just fine until that point.
I will not be talked down to like this.
Okay. Miss Alpin, please don't take any further action until we've had some time to think this over. All right?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation. I know I shouldn't let that woman get up under my skin, but, well, I can't seem to help it.
What was that? All that about anyway?
Girl comes in here with her big ideas about how we defend our city. No respect for the way we've done things for years. No worries about the possible consequences. and expect us to thank her for making our lives more difficult. I tell you, I've never seen entitlement like that.
He was pretty out of line.
Not a shred of awareness in her. It's shocking is what it is. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out there. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years, again, for a damn good reason. We get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the ash to kill innocent people. That's the simple reality of the situation. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicated our lives to protecting the city, that don't go over so well.
If security can be improved, that's a win for everyone.
That's a big if. And I'm not about to do a live test of whatever tech she thinks she got. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city to the people who spent their lives doing it.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an ash de buffet. People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can do for you?
You had a disagreement with Davis Wilson?
Correction. Mr. Wilson has a disagreement with me. I can't tell if he's just being willfully ignorant or has just entirely misunderstood my proposals. I'm not sure what you've heard, or quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job, or open the city gates to allow Ashton to come pouring in. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus in Aquila City. I hope that clears things up.
I feel like I just got broadsided by the fine print. Do you know what the hell she just said?
That doesn't clear up anything.
Okay, well, I must need to work on my delivery because I keep having this problem. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch. Would you be willing to place some sensors for me?
Sensors what?
Yeah, I need them to start gathering data. Pretty simple. I could do it myself, but at this point, I think Davis may be having someone tail me. He's that flustered.
I'm kind of busy right now. Maybe some other time.
Right, okay. Well, I would love an assist if you're able.
People around here think vigilance is what keeps Aquila City safe. People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta.
Chunks is such an eyesore in Aquila. But, well, I can go for some chunks.
I don't think you had to be there. Your story just doesn't make sense. So you want to come here for a half day? Full day?
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history. Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
Tell me about Solomon Coe.
Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars.
I find stories of the early pioneers fascinating.
The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today.
I travel a lot. I can keep my eyes open for things for your museum.
There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Cove family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Huh. Those old things.
Depending on how much a lot is, I'm interested.
I'll pay far more than anyone else would, that's for certain. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere.
Troubled is a charitable way of putting it. Great-grandpa was a walking disaster. He almost lost everything, family estate included. Those documents she's talking about, they're real. We even have a few that survived.
Your father donated what was left to the museum.
Jacob did what? I didn't think charity was in his vocabulary.
If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
I'll keep my eyes open for them.
Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history. The museum is always open to you.
This will be it for tonight. We saving the game, and I'm off. So much to do in this game. Oh, but this game is so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so terrible. People complain, this game is terrible. There's nothing to do. It's so boring.